Okay guys, we're ready to throw this engine in. Susie, you see you got it set up here? Sorry, trust me, the engine's on the crane here. So we're ready to do this?
Born ready.
Alright. This falls, it's your fault. Nice and slow. Stand under it, then put your hands under it. So I readjusted the locating point of where I'm lifting. I'm lifting it on the engine mount itself, near the timing cover, and I put a 1x4 between the timing cover and the strap, so we don't damage the timing cover with the concentrated area force as per Newton's law. Just want to throw that wire on top of the engine. Okay, how are we doing for height, Sue?
We need at least another 6 or so inches.
Iron support. I want to wreck those nice headlights Susie just polished. That camera angle looks like security footage, doesn't it? It looks like we're stealing an engine.
Come on, buddy.
Be careful. Okay, ready? We clear?
Yeah, we should be good.
Looks good. Okay, so move a little more to the side. I'm going to start dropping it down and let's see how close we are. Stop and see what check over. You can always move it forward. You don't want to move it
Yeah,
forward.
I actually was worried going to hit. Okay, coach.
Okay, bird's eye view here. Looking good, looking good. And things are getting kind of located where they need to be. Things are located where they need to be. Susie, looking good? You look pretty tough behind an engine crane, I gotta say.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Jeepers. No issues up front. You can see the room. We have all sorts of room. Out the back, this is working so much better than where I had it attached before. Before I had it attached, removing the engine, I put the power steering bolt through here, and I lifted there, and now I'm lifting here. Let me show you how I attached it. Yeah, this is what I'm using now. So, thankfully, there's no damage to the timing cover, but that looks pretty bush league. I apologize. Beg my pardon. But no cracks, no damage. So let's get her situated before we break anything. So far, this is going like a little bit of a breeze, eh, Suze?
Smooth like butter.
Well, that's all for today. Getting tired. We got the engine sort of situated in here. Actually, not sort of. It's actually bolted in right now. All 4 mounts. Well, 3 mounts. The rear isn't bolted in just yet. So we're going to work at that. And slam the engine back in. So part 2 left you with the engine kind of in place, and I've been working a little bit. It's now Remembrance Day. It's not quite 11 o'clock yet, so we got some time to work before we take a moment. And sorry, Veterans Day for you Americans. Am I right? Am I right? Anyway, I got the alternator situated in here, AC. I forgot to bring a pair of pliers home so I could pull out this stud properly. It's just mashed. There's no way I'm going to be able to get 2 nuts on there to pull it out. So either I'm going to go to work, get the pliers, or go to Canadian Tire. The pliers I like using are the Channel Lock 410. They'll bite into anything, and they would chew that out in a heartbeat. But yeah, Susie did an awesome job on these headlights. We're going to try and do something, I don't know, maybe I'll buy a product. This is really crap looking in this area here. This headlight is good enough though. This one she did a really good job on with the Colgate. Maybe we got to switch to Crest or something, I don't know. Maybe a different type of toothpaste. Maybe peanut butter, I heard peanut butter works too. Maybe we'll just buy some car wax. Anyway, I'm going on and on when I should be doing some work, so
Okay,
let's
guys,
get this
it's been
done.
a couple days now, and I got the engine in, got the axles slid in. I actually had to remove them from the axle knuckles completely, press them out, and just have the axle dangling around. And then I could shove it into the transmission without any problems. But went to start the car, ran good for about 60 seconds, and then this really loud, kind of had a little bit of a plasticky sound into it, and I messed up. Let me tell you what I did wrong.
Yeah, that's right. I nearly cost myself an engine here. So I gave it a day break just to think about it. I'm like, well, there must be something in the timing cover that I left loose, either tensioner or maybe a cam pulley. And I just pulled off the valve cover now. That takes about 1 minute. And I'm looking inside of here, and I can see that something has nearly very, very badly gone wrong. If you look at that, there's actually a, I wish I could get a better shot of this. Let me see how close I can get in there. I'll just describe what's happening. There's a gap between my cam gear and my cam. That means the cam mounting bolt is loose. And I remember tightening that with the impact gun. Something went wrong. Something got loose there. It's like a Clint Eastwood movie. Anyway, actually no, this did go loose, so. Anyway, don't know how it happened, but it happened. So I guess I gotta fix that. So fortunately this is easy. It didn't lose, it doesn't look like it slipped on the timing marks. It still runs very well. Just very noisy. I think if this thing would have run more than 10 more seconds, that pulley might have gone boonk, and valves would have got smashed. So, Noel, watch your torque specs. So, yeah. Whew, I can breathe. So fortunately to get this timing cover off is that nut there. You can see the rusty thing and that rusty thing down there. 2 nuts, and I think there's one underneath there, underneath the electrical connector for the cam sensor. So really, all is not lost. Yep, timing belt's exposed now. Took a couple seconds to do that. Let's just make sure. There's metal filings I'm seeing on the inside of the cam gear. I'm assuming those are from where it was wearing down against the backside. Because I can't think of IRC. Oh, you know what? No, that crank gear. Sorry, I'm going to stop mixing up my words. The cam gear could also rub against this metal bracket. Well, you can see the aluminum piece where the light is shining. Right here. It's probably rubbing up against there. Just enough to cause a little disturbance. The cam sensor is close, but the cam sensor I don't think got damaged, so we're going to see how many turns it takes to... Oh, free. That's not even finger tight, guys. I just turned it a full 2 turns by finger right there. So I'm messed up. So I'll put it back together and we'll see how she runs. Hopefully the timing's still on. If I was a really smart guy, I'd take the time to, well, I guess we could get the crank to, you can see the timing mark there, that little V-shaped in the pulley there at the bottom. I could turn the crank, yeah, that's probably the smart thing to do. Turn it till I got my TDC point there, and make sure my cam is in the correct position. Looks like I'm actually close right now. I turn it anti-clockwise, but I'm going to turn it over by hand a few times just to make sure there's no damage. Well, guys, she's running. She's smoking. Where's the smoke? There's an engine running. That's just a bit of the oil burning off from when this engine was had the big oil leak when we had the connecting rod come out. It's all good. Sounds good. You have to let it warm up, and then we'll see how it goes, but so far so good. Well, the car is on the ground for the first time in a long time. Well, a week. And
So she's technically driving. I'm not satisfied with the way it's running. It's misfiring. No check engine light. It's shaking ever so slightly. It runs smooth at higher RPM. It's just at idle. Now, do Hondas have problems? Do D17s have problems running NGK plugs? Because that's what I have in there. If I need to throw those plugs out, tell me now. I'll run Delphi or whatever brand of plug I need to run in there. Please comment below. If those plugs are junk, I want to know about it. I'll be Googling this some more, but I swapped a set of coils out. So either my valves are out of adjustment and I adjusted them incorrectly, doubtful because they were feeler gauged and all that shit. That or I've got a bad injector, bad seal somewhere, bad valve. Let's not rule that out. This engine's been sitting. Maybe it'll smooth it out over a while. Maybe there's nothing wrong. So anyway, I'll show you how it runs. Get the old Dickard camera set up for you there. Well, that's not too bad. Here, what I'll do is I'll put this jug of oil empty. Let's see if it vibrates off. I can't even set it down anymore. Okay. Where I was looking earlier was at the tailpipe. Actually, this is running a lot better. It's still a little puffy there, no smoke, but maybe I should just go for a rip here. Okay guys, I haven't tried to move the car yet under its own power, so let's see what happens. I don't even know if the clutch works. Okay guys. Well, it's not too bad. Drives well. I think I've left one of the mounts loose. Just gonna open the hood. Yeah, probably the front mount if I had to guess. One of these bolts is not tight. Yeah, it's the front, because I can see the gap in there. So that's gonna be an easy fix. Throw the 17 on there, clamp her down. But the car does drive well. Smooth. No real issues other than that motor mount noise, so I'm going to quickly fix that, then do a little tour around the yard again. It's still smoking, but that's just because of the other stuff. I'll be checking the fluid levels and all that crap, but it's pretty good. Drives well. Clutch works really nice. Well, that's about it for today. That's all for this project. The car runs well, and we'll see what goes on. So we'll have to find what's going to go in the space, what we're going to work on next. I have a good idea. I've got a quad outside. I don't know if I've actually shown a video of it. It's a Yamaha Warrior. I've got pieces of an engine sitting for it there. I've got the engine, and let me show you. And I've got this piston, and I've got a crankshaft kit for it down there to go into Das engine over there. So that'll be the next project. But anyway, that's all for today. And this old one is fit for the pit. Probably got a good cylinder head. But anyway, thanks for watching.